Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. So, what we are going to discuss today, we are going to discuss how to split freight units using incompatibility in SAP TM. Okay, so let us jump into the system directly. So, let me create a sales order. So, before we jump into the actual functionality, okay, so I'm just creating sales order with existing sales order with interest of time. So, I have taken two different material for example. The first material is belongs to the material freight group is frozen. The second material is belongs to the material freight group chilled. And I save the sales order. So go to the display sales order and see the freight unit. Okay. So now you see that system has created single freight unit for both chilled and frozen material. Now you have a business requirement from the business whenever sales order is being created for both chilled and frozen materials, and you want system to split freight unit automatically in using in TM using standard functionality. So as a consultant, you can achieve this requirement by activating incompatibility functionality. Now let us jump into the incompatibility discussion. What kind of incompatibility that we are going to talk about it. So when we define freight unit building rule, so there is a field called incompatibility settings. So you need to specify which incompatibility setting that you wanted to use for your freight unit building rule. Okay. So with interest of time, I have defined one incompatibility settings already. So I'm going to assign it here. Okay. So but I'll show you. Now I'm going to show you. So what is the setting that we need to maintain in the incompatibility settings? So let me save it. So let me click on display. So when I go to the incompatibility settings, so I need to specify the name for the incompatibility settings and description for the incompatibility settings. Okay, and the main important thing here is the area of the incompatibility. So where you are going to use your incompatibility settings. So in standard, you have four areas that you can use your incompatibility settings. So one is freight unit building rule, the second one is automatic planning and manual planning, third one is carrier selection, and fourth one is delivery proposal. But in our example, we are using incompatibility settings for freight unit building rule. Okay. So when you define incompatibility settings, so you need to assign your incompatibility definition. So before you assign it, you need to define your incompatibility definition. So assume if you don't have incompatibility definition defined, then you can directly create from your incompatibility settings. So with interest of time, I have defined already incompatibility definition, but I can show you what are the key function key elements that we need to specify in the incompatibility definition. So I'm selecting my incompatibility definition and clicking on the display. So again, when you define incompatibility definition, this is incompatible definition. You need to specify incompatible definition name, description, and how you are going to use incompatibility definition. I'm going to use incompatibility definition based on the BRF plus condition. Okay. So what is the validity? I'm going to use this incompatibility for freight unit building rule. That is my incompatibility area, and incompatibility type is transportation request item. Okay. Because freight unit is being created from the transportation request item. Okay. Here I need to specify my BRF plus condition to evaluate the result. Okay. So before you assign your BRF plus condition, so you need to define your BRF plus condition and specify evaluation result. Okay. So before I explain this, let us go into the BRF plus conditions. Okay, so this is the standard BRF plus condition is being used to define condition for for freight unit building to, I mean, to split the freight unit, to split the freight units. Okay, so in our example we have considered material freight group is the key field. So if you look at data access definition, so the main important thing is you need to specify your VO used in condition, item and key field. Okay, so once you set up your BRF plus condition, once you maintain BRF plus condition record, then you can specify your BRF plus condition in your incompatibility definition. So here your evaluation result is A, that is for frozen material, and B for chilled material. So which means whenever source document, that is business sales order, is being created, if the material belongs to frozen, system will create one freight unit for frozen material, and if the material belongs to chilled material, system will create another freight unit for chilled material. Okay, so this is the setting that you need to maintain it. So first setting, so you need to define your BRF plus condition. So once you define BRF plus condition with your evaluation result, so you need to assign BRF plus condition into your incompatibility definition. So in incompatibility definition, you need to specify your incompatibility type and area. So that is freight unit building rule and transportation request item. So once you define it, then you need to specify, sorry, you need to assign your incompatible definition into incompatibility settings. So when you define incompatibility settings, you need to specify the incompatibility area, that is freight unit building rule. So once you define your incompatible settings, you can assign this incompatible setting into your freight unit building rule. So now let us create new sales order with same data set. So let us check. The first material belongs to frozen. The second line item is belongs to chilled material, and save the sales order and see the results. So now system created one freight unit for frozen, another freight unit for chilled material. Thank you. I hope it will help